How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we are diving back into Dexter, season number 8, episode number 7. Like I've been saying throughout this whole season so far, things are just going so fast and there's so much just thrown in here. A couple highlights from last time. We have Hannah coming back. She came back at the end, poisoned Deb and Dexter. I don't know if it's... I doubt that it's like a lethal poison, just something to knock them out. I wonder what she wants. I don't know her motivations. I did speculate in the closing thoughts last time about what it might be, but we do have a potential like Robin scenario with Dexter and Zach here. He cut him off the table. He's going to be like a spiritual father for him now, apparently. Going to teach him the code. We'll see how this goes. Maybe it might turn out for the best. I don't know. We also have Quinn moving in a better path, moving in a better direction. You know, Batista didn't give him the job, and instead of like going back to his old ways and just like not caring about anything, you know, he decided to go the route of doubling down on the case and actually, you know, maybe trying to prove that he can get better, you know, as a person, as a character. So I'm happy to see that. Let's roll it. Dress code. Oh man, is this Deb just like dumped on the side of the road? Oh, that's Dexter. I don't know what made me think that was Deb.
Hello?
Dexter? I was just about to leave you another message.
Where is this though?
No morning.
The last thing I remember is Hannah.
It was pretty funny how she asked if he remembered her.
Deb, are you okay?
Dex, where the fuck are you?
Just a sec.
She like jigsawing him. Little scavenger hunt? I don't know. Dress code.
What the fuck is happening?
Just come pick me up. I'll text you the location. We'll talk when you get here.
Yeah, it's just like up in the air. It's like, does she want revenge or does she want something else? You know?
Nowhere. If she's come back because she wants one or both of us dead, then why are we both still here?
Yeah, like she clearly poisoned them. If she wanted them dead straight up, I think it would have happened already.
If Hannah poisoned us, why didn't she kill us?
Who the fuck knows, Dexter? Maybe we were supposed to eat more.
Or maybe she just wants to let us know she's out there. Maybe this was just the beginning.
I mean, yeah, like we still haven't resolved like the flower that was left at his door. He should know like she's still out there because of that message. Unless somebody like grabbed a porch pirated that plant. You're like, I really need that thing.
I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop. How much do you want for it?
I want $900 trillion for it.
Look, it might be worth that much, but I have to make sure it's genuine.
There are traffic surveillance cameras. I'll put in a request for the footage, get a license plate.
The moment I asked you to kill her was the moment that I started to lose myself. I want her gone.
I don't know if Dexter would kill her though. We just need to figure out her motivations.
Hannah, just thinking about her throws me off course.
It's kind of coming back to me now, like the first episode. That's the issue with like filming these so quickly. I just got a lot that I have to do, so I have to, you know, get the stuff done. But the first episode,
But one day, he'll be there when you don't expect him. Don't ever.
flowers were in his bedroom, and they had talked about that when she brought the plant the first time. Talking about how the plant needed light, and if it didn't have light, it would, you know, die. And we saw the flower coming off of the plant, the beginning, kind of dying, you know.
I mean, fuck, I have so many questions.
And I'll answer them as best I can.
Are you gonna help me be like you?
Hi, Dexter.
Oliver.
Something has come up that I have to deal with. It's my day job, which is something you need to get.
Why? I have money.
You're a weird guy who lives with his mom. You might as well be wearing a
Yeah.
sign.
I don't even know if that's really weird for rich people, though, you know?
Some kind of cover life. Something that makes you look ordinary.
Photographer. He already takes pictures. He already is into that, so.
I will help you with this.
Okay.
Not a single sighting since she disappeared.
Well, what are you doing back here? You looking at porn over here or something? No, company computer,
Will you?
and I am the boss.
He's getting into everything.
Why are you looking her up?
None of your goddamn business. Will you fucking back off?
I put up with a lot of weird shit from you because you're good at your job and because I'm a nice guy. You fucking bitch.
Yikes, bro. Way to flip it. I can understand where he's coming from, but...
There she is. Yvonne Strahovski.
I just wonder why she's doing this. Leading them on a chase like this. Like, she has to know this is happening, you know? And I have to assume like that's the point of this, buying herself time or what? But like she had infinite time before she showed herself.
Detective Cooper over at Miami Metro. My badge number is 143634.
Oh, I'll just get it for you. Do you have the license?
Yes, I do.
Want the phone number?
So accommodating. Didn't even see the warrant, which doesn't exist.
You think she wants to be fun? I think she wants to destroy our lives.
I don't know.
You have her number. You could call. I don't want to let her know I found her yet. Why do you seem less scared than excited?
Yeah, like her theme started to come in there a little bit.
I'm so sorry. I blew that whole thing out of proportion, I think. I want to take care of it.
Well, I can respect that. So we're cool?
Cool.
I'm glad that was quickly resolved.
Can't. I have to work right
Dad.
after class.
Where are you working?
It's a sports bar called Lucky Pete's. I can...
Masuka knows all the bars. Might not be a normal sports bar. Lucky Pete's. Yeah, she seemed a little bit nervous about that one.
The Hannah McKay I know hated the ocean. But it does make for an easy escape into international waters.
I mean, yeah, like this is exactly what I was talking about last time, Closing Thoughts. Like, I don't know if she got herself a sugar daddy. Well, okay.
She's found someone to protect her.
Yeah. But like easy. Like men for her, easy. Which just makes me wonder like why she would even be doing this. I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions yet. I still need some more information. Yeah, there's her theme again. Dexter getting nostalgic. A little jealous of that guy.
May I help you?
I'm just meeting some friends.
We have a strict dress code.
Ah, the title. Okay. A little too casual,
Call it a night, Dexter. I need to know what she's up to.
huh? Oh, yeah. Your rich connection.
So, what are we doing here?
Looking for someone. It's my ex-girlfriend. Right, you keep an eye on him. You text me when he's coming back.
Got it.
Hannah.
It's Maggie now.
Did she get, like, stuff actually changed, like, legally?
Well, I'm not leaving until you tell me why you drugged me and left me on the side of the road.
Well, after what you did to me, I'm not sure that you get to ask questions.
Should probably leave, though, before my husband returns.
Your husband? You're married to that guy?
Seems a little, yeah, seems jealous.
I see you've made a friend.
This is my husband, Miles Kastner, Dexter Morgan.
Dexter Morgan.
Oh.
Maggie's told me about you. Make sure Mr. Morgan is given whatever he needs.
Unresolved feelings.
So that guy, are we gonna
A little too eager,
kill him?
I only kill people who deserve it. Made his fortune in international casinos. Miles Kastner. Kind of name is Miles, anyway.
huh? That's what everybody says about Dexter. Little reversal. See, Miles is a more common name than Dexter is.
I found her. Miles Kastner. They're staying on his yacht. And she seems to like him. Or she needs a cover life. It's not like it's a real marriage.
I mean, don't be so quick to judge. Like I said about myself, like I'm not going to judge it yet. I don't know what's going on.
You're still in love with her, aren't you?
What? No.
Clearly.
But you better get your fucking head on straight.
I think it might be just a situation where
She is a black hole. She sucks everything into her being, leaving nothing behind. We have got to get her out of our lives.
I'm working on a plan.
yeah, like I'm saying, like I keep getting distracted, but it's more of like a situation where, you know, if you see somebody like succeeding, like it's a common thing. Like people will see somebody succeeding and then, you know, if they're not on that same level, they'll want that and be jealous of that. But like if that person's not doing well, like they won't really worry about that person. And we might be dealing with a little bit of that situation as well. You know, he sees that she's with somebody else and not like kind of on the run, like struggling to get stuff done. And that makes the situation even a little bit, you know, worse for him. Oh. Masuka's type of bar. I'm surprised he hasn't been here.
Vicky,
Hey, what are you doing here?
I came here to see you.
Saw a little bit more than he asked for.
I mean, it is a sports bar. It's just topless.
Daughter boobs.
Yeah, she's barely, I mean, like, yeah, biologically she is, but like they don't really like know each other.
It actually makes sense in a way that Dexter would have been involved with another.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Masuka hasn't been there before. He looked like he kind of knew, you know, when she mentioned it.
I'm afraid he's thinking with the wrong head right now.
You're concerned for your safety.
And for Dexter's.
Let's take a step back. From what you've told me, if she wanted to kill you, you'd be dead by.
I wonder if she's told her about the love she has for Dexter, or had.
When the brain surgeon was out there, I trusted Dexter to solve the problem.
And if I can't?
Before you take matters into your own hands, be sure to consider all the consequences of those actions.
The husband is a complication I don't need. I have to get Hannah alone, in a situation I control.
That might be a dangerous one.
Could use an extra set of hands, right?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent idea.
Zach, what's he doing here?
Yeah, it looked like he was out stalking before.
My client requests that you cease and desist this 24-hour watch you have on him.
He requests it. I'd like you to back the fuck off.
So you can have some pictures of Dex in there.
You took these photos, Zach?
Yeah, and those are just the best ones.
Oh, okay. They're his photos.
On behalf of the entire department, I can assure you that we will. Well, how did you put it, Zach? Back the fuck down.
Off.
Yeah, that too. Right, Detective Quinn?
Right.
That's right.
Money will get you a lot of things in this world.
What the fuck were you thinking?
That rich asshole was walking around free.
Let it go. That's in order.
By the way, me and Jamie are moving in together.
You what?
Hey, you got a minute?
Make it fast.
Okay, well, Dexter and I are buried in that glass box. We need an assistant.
Part-time.
How is he going to bring his daughter in on that? Nice. Get her out of the bar.
Long before my father taught me how to do what I do, he taught me how not to do it. Control your urges, channel them appropriately.
I can't control it. Yes, you can.
Delivered!
I wonder if Zach is a little bit of a similar age to Dexter when he first started learning the code. I think Dexter was like late high school, maybe? Like some of those flashbacks he was talking about prom and stuff, so Zach's just a little bit older.
There's nothing going on between Hannah and me.
Good. Then listen. I'd sooner see her in prison than lose her. Do you understand?
I'm sure he does understand.
If that's what he thinks this is about, she's the one in danger.
I thought you were going to find out if Hannah was a threat to you and Deborah, not if Miles was a threat to Hannah.
Why can't I do both?
Why are we playing Deb's theme here? Maybe the fact that, like, this would really hurt Deb.
Miles just confronted me at a gas station.
God.
Is he a threat?
He could make your life miserable, have people look into you.
He sounds like a great guy.
And you're really in a position to judge.
Yeah.
Why did you marry him?
Because he was there when you weren't. I knew that he could give me a whole new life. Plus, he makes me happy.
Bullshit. Why'd you drug Deborah and me?
You know, I think you should go.
No, answer me.
I wanted to make sure that you weren't going to put me in jail. I had to see if you would come to me.
Bullshit.
Maybe they're both like, just like, they get so chaotic around each other, you know?
Kill Miles for me.
Really? Get out of the marriage.
What?
Is she in the will?
Controlling and obsessed with me to the point where he follows me everywhere. I might as well be in prison.
You wanted me to make him disappear?
I thought you might feel like you owed me.
Why did you change your mind?
Still has those feelings, huh?
You were it for me, Dexter.
I still can't fully like get into it because like I just can't trust her. I mean, like I know it's probably true.
By manipulating you into doing something that might be bad for you.
She is still manipulating him here, even if it's not intentional.
It was the same for me.
Yeah, it's like an unintentional manipulation on both their parts, I think.
Can I borrow that high-tech GPS tracker thingy that you have?
Kind of goes back to what I was saying in some of the reactions last season. It's just like people around them not safe when they're like in proximity to him.
Can I help you? Is that your car? Oh, you're Dexter's sister. I'm Cassie, his neighbor.
You're Cassie. You went out with him, right?
Really? He mentioned me?
Nope. Definitely not you.
Totally makes him more attractive to me because apparently I have a thing for unavailable men.
You seem like a normal girl.
Unavailable men, huh?
At a lab assistant position just opened up at Miami Metro.
What does it pay?
$13.75 an hour, plus dental.
I make a lot more money.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
I'm gonna be a stripper, Dad.
Whoa.
Hey, it just slipped out.
Two psychopaths together. Never a good mix.
Hannah's not a psychopath.
Anyway, I called you over here tonight because I'm concerned about Zach.
I was 10 years old when Harry told me what my future would be.
Okay, a little bit older. Maybe it's just in my memory, but he looked a little bit older than 10 to me.
You thought you had no choice but to wait because your father told you to. You've never taken a human life.
Zach is already killed.
I'm glad you took him off your table. But the moment you did, Zach became your responsibility.
I mean, Vogel's responsible too. She was the one that kind of planted the idea.
It's good that Hannah's leaving. I have enough on my plate trying to turn a young killer into...
And these are the people she was talking about? Following him? Maybe if you had him followed to the greenhouse. No message, just jumping him. Okay.
If Miles will do this to me, what will he do to her?
Still trying to protect her.
I know I can be kind of a dick sometimes. This past year hasn't been my best. The truth is, I wouldn't be surviving it if it weren't for you. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
It looks like he's not home.
Dexter? Dexter! Come on, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Can I give him a message?
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh. Don't mind if I do.
Intrigued. People always like the mystery, you know.
Found a couple dresses.
Nice. Dexter Morgan.
No, please don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him. Why? Because you love him.
No, I promise you I'm not ever going to see him again.
It's the reason you insisted on coming with me to Miami, returning...
That is the issue with like her effect on men too, you know. That like protective trait that she always brings out in them. It's going to manifest differently for different men, you know.
Stop it, please.
You'll never have to leave this boat.
Yeah, that is prison.
You belong to me.
No.
Really villainized this guy quickly. But yeah, clearly he thinks of her as property, you know. Well, she's like, he's here. Help her take care of it.
I didn't mean for it to happen this way.
It's already on a carpet, you know. Nice, roll it up, take it to the car. Take it to the boat, dump it off. She's gonna have to go on the run again, though. And his family has money, and if they already were suspicious of her, they might pursue her, you know, with the private sector.
It's gonna be okay. We'll take care of everything.
I believe you.
Parallel back to the line earlier about Vogel saying, you know, wait for Dexter to take care of things. About his follow-through.
So that's how you make people disappear.
Everybody's getting a tour on the boat.
Do you ever wish that you had followed through with killing me?
I mean, it would have saved him a lot of trouble, but yeah, no.
You ever wish you had?
I was never going to kill you, Dexter. Well, I knew I couldn't live with Miles for much longer. I told the crew that Miles was going to New York for a few days, so that should buy me some time.
I have to go to a crime scene. My apartment building.
What does that mean?
Did he take the neighbor out?
Please don't leave town before we talk again.
I won't.
I don't know why I feel so like indifferent towards this relationship. When I can't put my trust in something, it makes it like a lot harder for me to really get involved emotionally. I think similar position to first kill.
What happened?
She was bludgeoned. See those marks on her neck? Someone held her down and beat her to death.
I don't know. I feel like Dexter might understand why Zach would do this, but I don't know if it's going to change his mind about him.
Rivera was bludgeoned. Is it possible Zach did this when I was with Hannah? Can anything good come from putting two killers together? Whether it be student and teacher or whatever Hannah and I have.
Dexter is a lot more human than he keeps telling himself. Very interesting, very interesting. So I guess we're going to be getting a little bit more of Hannah. I had a feeling that maybe this would just be like a one-off, but he said don't leave Miami without talking to him, so maybe she'll not do that, but as it stands, we're going to see her again next episode, or maybe, for the rest of the season. I don't know. But Deb, definitely not going to be taking that well. She wants Dexter to just be getting rid of Hannah. It's very good that they didn't embrace or anything there, because Deb was watching, and if that had happened, that would have definitely sent her over the edge, and she would have spiraled a little bit for sure. Dexter struggling with that teacher. I thought maybe he would be in high school when Harry would have started teaching him. He did not really look 10 to me. Maybe I need to go back and watch that episode, the first episode, but he looks more maybe 14, maybe a little bit older than that. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, he started pretty young. Harry was his father. There was that dynamic like Vogel was mentioning. But Zach he's an adult. He has a lot of latitude as far as we saw him bring his lawyer in to get a cop off of him, whereas Dexter, he doesn't have that type of leverage. He didn't have money. Zach doesn't have to worry about having a day job because his family has money, his mom, and his dad, right? He has his own studio where he can do all these things, like all the photography stuff. So it's really just highlighting how, money is really the obstacle for a lot of these things. And I don't really know their history as a family, but I assume that Zach grew up pretty much not wanting for really anything. It's natural for humans to be looking for survival, right? It's just a natural instinct that we have. And when all of our needs are met, I think stuff just starts to change in the mind. And that's why you'll get there's so many stereotypical things about rich communities, them being into all kinds of weird stuff, because I think there's just a certain amount of weirdness that starts to come into the mix when you are so rich that you don't really have to worry about anything, right? The law, anything like that, right? That could be a factor playing into this as well. Hannah, as I mentioned before, I'm not against their relationship, and if stuff had been different between them, I would probably be rooting for them. But as I said, I can't really ever trust her, even though I know the show is probably giving us the truth here. She's not really lying to him or anything like that. It's just when they get together, it's just an explosive connection, right? Their emotional connection is dangerous for people surrounding them. It's also very remarkable how quickly things have shifted. The dynamics of the season is changed. It's Vogel is no longer the center point of the season. We've shifted to a dynamic where she's just kind of acting as the therapist, doing her job for Dexter and Deborah, maybe giving them some insight, maybe some understanding, letting them talk through their problems in an open manner. And she's just kind of sitting in the background now. It just seems like we're going through so much this season, and so many dynamics are just shifting, changing, even mirroring each other. We got the mirror in the blood there. Dexter looking back at himself, he says he's not human, and he's been saying that since the beginning, but we've seen so many instances where he has shown his humanity in so many ways. It's just that's so deeply embedded in him, and it's being reinforced by Vogel sometimes, his psychopathic nature and what that might mean. But he is a human. He does have emotions, and I feel like he just tends to offload a lot of the things, a lot of his failings, right? I'm a failure as this or that because I'm a psychopath, right? I'm a killer, I'm a monster. And I feel yes, some of that is true, but there's also some nuance in there where it's people fail. He's human. People fail. People aren't perfect. He's not perfect. Well, he says he's perfect at one thing, but he's not even perfect at that. So he's a flawed being. So I feel that's just another way to offload that, just kind of like he was doing with the Dark Passenger last season, as he came to that realization, he was just offloading a lot of that responsibility on this secondary entity that he felt was inside him, forcing him to do all this stuff. So I feel him saying this stuff, saying that he's not human, is really just another instance of that. The situation with Masuka and his daughter really resolved itself very quickly. We didn't even get a buffer episode. It was just apology, and then now he's trying to help her get a job. I wish we had gotten a better story for Masuka, because this just feels a little bit rushed and a little bit, I don't know, their dynamic just doesn't seem to be there, which is accurate. It's realistic in a way, I think. You know, it's kind of an awkward type of dynamic, you know, meeting your daughter when she's already like 20 or 21, or I think she said 20, but finding all this stuff out about her, you know, seeing her in the situation working at that bar. But I'm glad that it turns out that she's not necessarily here for the money or here to take advantage. She's just kind of like trying to have a connection, like she was honestly telling him before. You know, her mother passed away and she wanted some family, and Masuka seems to be like, you know, he's taking up that mantle, trying to be the best family that, you know, he can be for her without really any experience in the in the field, which is nice to see. Jamie and Quinn seem to be moving forward. I don't know if Quinn is just doing this to spite Batista because of the situation that happened, but I hope not, and I hope things work out between them. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.